Alright, well, I wanted to wait and get the screen resolution right before I recorded this video, but alas, I don't know if there's any way to get this welcome screen back, so we're doing it now. This is Pop!OS Cosmic. This is Cosmic Beta 1. Hence the um, hence the graphical errors on the sides of this bar. It's to be expected. It's not complete yet. Although I have Cosmic running on real hardware on a laptop, and it does not do this. So this is maybe specific to the VM, but expect general instability. I just installed it. This is the welcome screen. English, time zone, Chicago. My East Chicago. What? I don't know. Lawn. So yeah, Cosmic has their own Cosmic theme kit. I think it's called Cosmic TK or something. And thanks Cosmic for adding another theme kit to the already too many. But thankfully, Cosmic themes, when you set them, if they're not done with it yet, so I don't think it works with all the theme kits, but when they're done, what the Cosmic theme you have should sync with Qt and GTK apps and maybe even Libidueta apps. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Cosmic Dark. We're gonna do top panel, bottom dock, because that's how it comes by default. But it's pretty customizable. Not as customizable as it will be. Again, they're still working on a lot of features, but more customizable than GNOME. It's like GNOME if it was better. Except it's not done yet. So, yeah, it's also semi-tiling. So you can switch between this thing. You can switch between tiled and floating windows. In fact, this is a great demonstration of what a tiling window manager is. So, first off, it's got the application. There's a big like application menu, kind of like GNOME does. This is for searching programs. Workspaces are here. You've got like a global search, kind of like GNOME. Let's see if there's a keyboard shortcut for that. Actually, really, the first thing I should be doing is going and changing my resolution. Not wallpaper. Displays. There we go. Keep changes and make full screen this. Ah, so much better. Alright. Very, very GNOME-like. This, in the sea of GNOME forks, the most GNOME-like desktop is not a fork of GNOME. This is not a fork of GNOME. As much as this looks like GNOME, it is completely separately written. It just happens to have like a lot of the stuff. Well, I say it happens. This DE is built by the Pop!OS team, and before this, they were using GNOME. So it's by choice GNOME-like. Yeah, we got this. I mean, I just recorded the GNOME one. This is incredibly similar. There aren't as many things. There are going to be more things in the future. Oh yeah, this is very useful. If you're a KDE user, you'll recognize this. This is for older X11 apps. So older X11 apps, I'll probably write about this. They can. It's a kind of a security issue because they get any app could just read your keystrokes, even like just any app could read your keystrokes, even if it wasn't like it could be running in the background and it would just have access to all the input stuff. X11 is very old, and that really wasn't a consideration back then. If some X11 app wants to have like global keybinds, you can do this. I don't think GNOME does this. I know it doesn't do this because I went through all the settings in GNOME just a couple hours ago, and it didn't have that. So this is a cool Pop!OS thing and KDE thing that they do. I don't know any other DE that does that. Yeah. No, not very many applications. The application suite for this is very small. Cosmic doesn't have a lot of them because it's still in beta. It's not even done yet. It's a very new desktop environment. Accessibility, if you need that. Wallpaper. I don't think any of these are switch between light and dark theme. That's fine though. I love this. This is the Tarantula Nebula. This is an amazing image from the James Webb Telescope. This resembles GNOME. But you can make like there's a website for it already for Cosmic themes. Let me pull up two things. Pop!OS beta. Yeah, there's some notes here. I'm gonna go through these in a second. But this is not just for Pop OS. This is just Cosmic things if you're using Cosmic. This one's specifically for Firefox. Let me see if this does something to Firefox. This is supposed to make it match the system thingy. Oh, it's already at false. Alright, well, never mind. Ignore that. I'll cut that out. As much as this looks like the GNOME theme UI, it's very limited. Two things. One, you can add your own accent colors. And two, you can this import and export, you can make completely custom themes. And there's already a website for it. I have no idea what, oh, yep, there it is. Yeah. They have a ton of them. You can get these. So let's download Catpuchin. Sure. It's a .ron file. I guess that's for Cosmic Themes. Import. Well, maybe that's not finished yet. Again, this is in beta. Let me try dragging it. I swear I imported this on my hardware installation of Cosmic. Can I export? Damn. Well, I guess we're not going to be looking at the importing themes, but you can make them. We'll make a theme. Maybe green. That green. Application background. Like that. And then text tint. I want it to almost be yellow. Yeah, that was cool. It's all green. Control component tint. If I make this like super saturated. Oh, that looks okay. I'd have it like this. There, that looks good. We can make it square. Compact density. I should make the, so, the font selection, this is not done. You can install font system wide by putting it in the .config, or sorry, no, .local share fonts. Your home directory, let me show you the files app as well. This, okay, so you can do a new file. Better than GNOME already, you can make a new file. You can install fonts manually by putting in .local share fonts. Imagine that says fonts. And if you put them in there, that's where Linux usually looks for fonts. And they should show up here, but I have had a lot of trouble getting most fonts to work. It only works for some specific fonts. I only got like 5% of them that I tried to work, which is very odd. You can change the icons on like Ubuntu. You can make it different icons. Although again, sometimes some icon themes just wouldn't show up. I don't know why. It's just not done. Make it really look like GNOME. You see Dueta icons. They're very similar. Might actually prefer the Dueta icons. Maybe. Still deciding. Well, I'll go with the third option, Papyrus. Actually, let's see. Here's the terminal. Again, a very basic. I like that it has this up in the title bar, though. You can put new tabs. I like the look of I like the look of Cosmic a lot. I can go to the Cosmic Store. That's one of the like 4 apps. In fact, they had a list. No. Cosmic Games, Pop OS Beta. They had a list of apps. These are the 4. Oh, these are the 4 replacements. So I guess they're using the GNOME suite of apps. I'll launch a GNOME app as well and see what that looks like on Cosmic. Got a media player. I think these are all the Cosmic apps. I can't find any other ones in Cosmic. Repo Man. This is what GNOME apps look like. They look like they work. They look like they match. The store. Show me this. Let me see what fonts they have. Do they have Enter? That's the best font. No, they don't. That's unfortunate. They have Quicksand? No, they don't. They have Roboto Slab. I'm gonna do that. That was kind of cool, actually. I'm not a serif font guy, but or even Slab, but I love AI. It was great. Yep, that's what I want in my browser all the time, every day. Cosmic, made for Cosmic. Okay, let's see what. Okay, I thought there'd be even. I didn't think there'd be a lot of things here. I don't know who made these. Okay, so let's see if I can find an actual Cosmic one. This one made by System 76. Okay, System 76 made Cosmic. So yeah, I guess other people are making Cosmic apps already. This by Someone else. I want a calculator though. This doesn't have a calculator, I believe. So that's nice. That someone has made a calculator already. Yep, they're from Flatpak. So this supports Flatpak. FlatHub, Cosmic Flatpak. Oh, they have their own Flatpak repo. Thank you for splitting the software base again. I guess hopefully that's just for Cosmic apps. We saw GNOME app. This is the Cosmic Store. But yeah, let's try install. Let's see if I can find a system package. Whoops, I spelled that completely wrong. Virus. No, I cannot. Oh, it's Flatpak only. I misread this. This is only Flatpak. So if you want to install a system package, you have to use the terminal, which is unfortunate. Did I put that in my guide? No, that's actually, no, I didn't. I'd have to put that, when I add Pop! OS to the guide, I'll put that in Pop! OS section, and when I add Cosmic to the guide, I'll put that in the Cosmic section as well. Although this will all be changing. So let me see if I can actually add an icon theme. Papyrus icon theme. This is Ubuntu based, the 24.04 LTS, so it's not the greatest package base. Even though it's the newest LTS, it is quite outdated in a lot of ways. That's just Ubuntu. That's just what you get. Oh, I don't like this. So when you open a program, so like for example, let's open Firefox. It'll put a little dot under the app, which is fine. And if it minimized there, that'll be fine as well. And I could hover over it and like see the windows. Instead, when I minimize this, it goes here, and I wouldn't be that bugged by it if it just used the icon, but now it's like a tiny little icon that shows the window contents, which the window contents don't tell you anything because it's so small. It just looks like a rectangle, and so it's kind of hard to tell what windows you have open because they're all going to be changing based on the window contents, and you're never going to know what icons do what. You can't ever use it at a glance. And is there a way to change that? No, I can't right-click the bottom bar. Panel? Oh, maybe dock? Dock. Applets? Launcher button. Minimized windows. There's nothing I can do there. Oops, I think I just removed the minimized windows thing. Add applet. Oh, yeah, so actually that would do it. Or no, it wouldn't, because if I opened a different window, then there would be no way to find out that I have it open and minimized. That's unfortunate. Oh, I don't know what that, okay. What that, minimize windows between those. Okay. Cosmic, yeah, see now having to look, okay, this is the terminal. Okay. This is, oh, and I clicked off the screen. There we go. Yeah. Well, let's see if let's see what I have to do to get an icon theme going. Let me go to personalization appearance. Down here. Oh, it showed up. There's more now as well. Was Pop here? This is the Pop. Was that here before? I don't know. Like the Pop! OS icons. Yeah, it's the Pop! OS icons. I remember those. Alright, let's do that. Now I have my favorite icons on there. It looks good. Oops. Open the file manager. This icon doesn't match anymore though. A lot of these icons don't match anymore. They're using Pop! OS specific icon definitions instead of generic ones, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's look at tiled window managers. Let me open some things. So floating is oh, you can move the windows off the screen. That's weird. It's floating because it's not anchored to anything. You can kind of think of tiling as like this, where you're tiling the windows like this, except it's only that. If I move this, oh, in fact, it gives you, so I can do super, the super key or the Windows key, and then arrows to move between windows. I'm doing right and left So it's kind of like based on their position. And then I can move it with Shift Super. So that I got the bottom. I can move it around. I wish I had like a keyboard display, but I'm just pressing the arrow keys to do this. So that's how tiling. And I can do full tiling if I do tile current workspace. Now this is a full tiling window manager. And I believe you can also do focus follows mouse. So if I go into here, window management settings, you see how it tiles it? I can do focus follows cursor. So now wherever my cursor, there's a delay. Brady Robertson doesn't like that either. Cursor, no, just this. I can't do that anymore? What? It's not doing it. Let me close this. I don't know. Maybe I have to log out and back in again. We can have it so that when you move your cursor in a different window, it focuses that one. Or you can just use the Windows key and then left and right or whatever. But yeah, that's how it works. And if there's a shortcut, let me see. There's a shortcut to be able to do the like global search, not workspaces, launcher. Is there a shortcut for the launcher? Let me look. Let me see if I can find this place in the settings for shortcuts. Shortcuts, window management, no workspaces, no. Keyboard, input devices, keyboard. We can change the numlock state. That's nice. I like having the numlock on boot so I can type my password in if it's a bunch of numbers. Alternate characters key, compose key, caps lock key. Well, I can't find it. So, I don't know. Well, let's go back to the file manager. I think there's more I was going to do. Normal Control H to show hide files. Let me see if I make a file. Can I do open with? I can. They added that. That wasn't a thing before, and it was so annoying. The terminal has surprisingly little settings. That's just kind of it. And then if the font, this font selection. If it can't recognize your installed font, which it often doesn't, it just won't show up, and you'll have to use one of the default ones. Let's try a Qt app. Let's see if they have finished that. In fact, let's try a KDE app. Not only a KDE app, but a KDE Flatpak. Let's give it the ultimate challenge. Calc with a K, with 2 Ks. Failed to install. 500 megabytes? My virtual disk isn't big enough. So Flatpaks take up more space because they have to install, they don't use the system libraries, they install their own libraries for every app. But good lord! Well, let's try the Ubuntu repos. I might run out of space here, let's see. Actually, I want to see how much space Pop! OS takes up, because if it's taking up more than like 10 gigabytes, that's kind of insane. How would I do that? Terminal. Fine. Oh my god. We have 200 megabytes available. Why is there only 11 gigabytes of size? This is a 20 gigabyte disk. Where's the other? What are these? Recovery? What is it doing with my disk? Well, because the Pop! OS I can drag apps in tiling mode. That's kind of cool. Well, because Pop! OS has squandered my disk space, I cannot... well, let's see. I may run out of space right here. Oh my god. There we go. 34 megabytes of space. That's totally fine. And it only installed like a couple libraries. Maybe this has some of the KDE libraries installed by default. Alright. Let's see what it looks like. Failed to load component. Well... No, don't do that. Yeah, it crashes. Well, either I'm out of disk space, which is not the case because I had 200 megabytes left and that wasn't 200 megabytes, or KDE apps don't really work on Cosmic yet, which is unfortunate. Normally when I say blank apps don't work on blank DE, it's like they don't like theme correctly, but it doesn't work at all. So yes, expect bugs. expect bugs like that. Expect things to not work until it is complete. And when it is complete, it'll come with the Pop! OS 24.04 release. So if you see one of those things, then the other is complete as well. That's all. The end.